This is the absolutely last video for 2020, the end of season one. I just want to say thank you very much. Today's co-host is my best friend, Lebogang. She's absolutely brilliant. We had a very wild conversation. But do give us your input, any questions, any comments. Tell us how you feel about what we spoke about. Let us know if we made sense, did we not make sense? Is December dating something that you engage in? Do you condomize as a female? Do you buy condoms? Are you comfortable buying condoms? Do tell us. And thank you very, very much for watching the video of 2020 for season one. This is the last video, and 2021 is going to be so lit and so awesome. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so Lebogang, tell us where you are in South Africa and what do you do?
So I'm Lebogang. I'm based in Johannesburg in Ferndale. I will not go into detail because next thing you guys will come and knock at my place. Yeah, so you asked me to what else did you ask?
What do you do with CA?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm a candidate attorney by day and a hustler by night. Doesn't get old, hey? I work for a firm based in Bryanston. It's a law firm based in Bryanston, and yeah, I also hustle, like other kids. I try to hustle, and I'm the co-founder of #@HavelySquare.
Okay, so today's video is basically just about like December dating and sex and friendship. So how friendship influences sex and how sex influences friendship. Sex in the holistic thing, I guess, is sex as in gender, and then also a sex as in intercourse. So we're going to speak about those two things, and also with sex and casual sex and the other talking points. But anyway, so this is a very important question somebody asked me, and I just thought I should talk about this. So it was, have you ever had a friendship fall apart because they made entitled sexual remarks? Like out of the blue, you had a perception of someone you could trust, but it turned into them trying to make it sexual. Has that ever happened to you?
First and foremost, because I know my family will be watching this, I have never had sex. I don't go around. And yeah, but just to answer your question from what you said, I think for me, you would know I distance myself. So instead of me calling off that friendship, I will tell you and call you out on the stuff that you're doing and how uncomfortable it makes me. Because I don't want to go into detail, but I do have a friend, and we were very close at first. He was like my male best friend. And then he started having, making those sexual remarks, like whenever you would be around him, he'd be like, just give me some, or, making you feel like a piece of meat, So for me, I don't necessarily cut people off, especially friends. I just distance myself, and then eventually just wafers away, or just, the friendship just, what's the word? My English is running short. It's capped. My English is capped. It just dissolves itself. So you will see from my behavior, because I'm a very consistent friend. So I'll check up on you from time to time. And then if you start making me uncomfortable, I just remove myself.
Basically ghosting friendships. That's what you're doing.
It's not necessarily ghosting. If I've told you once or twice that whatever you're saying to me does not make me comfortable, or I'm uncomfortable with your comments, and then you still proceed, it means that you don't respect me. So why should I proceed being friends with someone who doesn't respect me? For me, friendship is the biggest thing for me. So if I'm going to tell you that, Keisha, your comment made me uncomfortable, and I have to tell you twice, what are we doing? What are we doing? So yeah, I have. And
you, continue?
No, I was asking you the same question. Have you had to cut off a friend?
Unfortunately, yes. And my follow-up question was, should we assume that this happens predominantly to females? Like that this is the act of this is portrayed by males predominantly, that males are the ones who are doing this or acting out in this particular way. Should we assume that? Because honestly, we're two females. We have lots of male friends, and unfortunately, this happens to us. I did try and get a male on today, but they weren't available. So we're going to speak from our female perspective. And
yeah, sorry to interrupt.
No, it's okay. I don't want to say it's predominantly males, but it feels like society has put it out there that this is a male thing to do. male.
But I think also we have to go back to the fact of you have to understand that from a male saying all these comments that make you uncomfortable coming from a female, it's two different angles. Because for example, me and you can joke around about the fact that, oh, you're sexy or you should give me some, and you won't take it serious because I'm not lesbian first and foremost, and for you it will be a thing of no, she's just joking and stuff like that. But if it comes from a male and sorry, I lost my train of thought. So if it so if same is being done by a male friend, I think you're more at a disadvantage, or you're more prone to actually walk away from that friendship, because you have to understand that as a male already you are dominant, you're more dominant than me. So how do I trust the day that we both sitting together and we're catching up that you won't come on to me? So I don't want to agree to the fact that it's just males that do it, and it's males that are always, harassing their female friends, because I really have male friends and they are well behaved. I'm sorry to say that, but I have a lot of male friends that are well behaved and male friends that are just shitty. And you just need to know how to sift them out, and when to know if you can meet with this person in private, or you should just go keep it to like going to restaurants and stuff like that. But I don't want to commit to the fact that it's just guys, because I know a lot of females, and I think I've done it to you as well. We like very close. So there are days when I'll be like, oh, you're so sexy, you should give it to me, and all these things, And it would be fair of me to take the stance of saying that our male friends sexually harass us, because I've experienced it, but I was able to cap it. But I also have dished it out to my female friends that it doesn't make it seem as if males are the only problem.
So do you think then
Yeah.
is a fine line between hyping somebody up as a male or female friend and then coming onto them? Because obviously what
Yeah.
you're saying, and then see that they are
Yeah.
where male.
We don't even need to draw a line. It's very clear, it's very distinct, it's you can see it. You don't have to go into detail with it. If I tell you once, if you make a comment and I don't receive it, or it's not as reciprocal, or I don't receive it the same way you thought I would receive it, then it should be a red flag for you. And if you're not gonna stop what you're doing, then
Okay.
bye. Not even bye. Ghost. Kiss bye. So yeah.
Basically ghosting into some extent, but we'll speak about ghosting later on in the December dating. But I do think that,
Okay.
I mean, like, I don't know, I think males also have the perception that if a female does this to a male, it's so much easier for them. That it's
Mm.
acceptable if a female were to do it to a man. But if a man were to do it to a female, it's just like, oh no, you're coming onto me too strong, it's uncomfortable and things like that. So do you think in that way that society or us or just, I don't know, are we millennials? Are we Generation Z or X? I don't even know.
I
But
don't know, but you're not
we begin,
millennials, babe. You are
we
very old.
so I just think that maybe it's because we've just always, I mean, in the newspapers, we don't see female attackers as often. We know that they definitely are females who do bad things. Like we're not putting them aside and say they don't, they definitely do. But like,
Yeah.
it's predominantly males in the newspapers, in our social medias, or things like that. So to me, it's just like, oh man.
You see, the problem with media, it becomes a problem because media sells a certain image. So, in as much as you would find that the cases that are being reported are cases that were committed by males, or predominantly done by males,
Mhm.
you know media is very is very biased, and it favors females more than men. And I'm not advocating for any population or sexual group. I'm not saying that males are not in the wrong, but we don't see much about females because the media is less prone to print about it. You get what I'm saying?
So,
Yeah. So sorry.
I just had like a thought. Okay, so what about the part of this, right? Like where you've been friends with somebody for very long, and then, like they like I don't know which generation
You
says
sound like you're speaking from experience.
song by Katy Perry, and somebody that says catch feels or something about catching feels.
Don't
So
be afraid to catch feelings.
there we go. It's not you.
Hmm.
It's my thing, yay. So what if you've been friends with somebody for a very long time, extended period of time, and then all of a sudden one day, like you see that new TikTok of kissing your male best friend or your female best friend. Where
I don't.
do you?
Yeah.
I watch YouTube videos a lot, so that's why I see them. I see them on them. Like, do people regularly go from? I know that they say that marrying your best friend is like the best thing in the world, sleepover, but
Apparently.
like, say, your words.
English. Be like, no, but I get your point. Okay, try. Let's try again. What are you saying, Kish?
Okay, so would okay then would you, in an instance where that happens, where someone says, "Hey, I want to try and date you," never mind trying to harass you, they now say, "Hey, I want to date you," and
Hmm.
what is more important there, dating this person, keeping the friendship alive forever, or saying, "Yeah, hey, let's go on a date." Well, I
I
mean,
think because that's sorry. Are you
that is
still there? Is
very
there still?
yeah, that is very difficult place to be in, I think, in a like
Yeah.
relationshiply, I guess, because you have a friendship with this person, that's your relationship with this person, they're your confidant, they are your whatever it is. And then for that dynamic to change from relationship, friendship to romantic, that is just
Yeah.
wow. I mean, some people have done it successfully, and I mean, others, I'm sure, have struggled or are struggling. And
You know, who has done that? No, I'm just asking.
I'm just asking,
No, I think
what
what
in
you're saying.
what would you do? What would you do if someone came to you and did that?
So you see, my problem is, once I've friend zoned you, I've friend zoned you, I've friend zoned you. I can't see myself being in a relationship with you. You understand? So for us to transition from this friendship to dating, I don't want to speak on it because I've never had to facilitate that. And for me, I don't think it would work because how do we transition from that? So are we saying that we'll keep the friendship and then incorporate the perks of the relationship? So the sex, the kissing, the cuddles, because you already have that foundation of a relationship. You understand? So for me, I've never had to do that for myself or to do that transition. But I have a sister, and she married her best friend. Like they were friends even before dating, and it has worked out for her. So I'm guessing the transition is not as complicated as we would put it, because she it was effortless for her, because it wasn't a thing of I still need to get to know this person. She knew this person from A to Z. And for her, she says that the transition was the greatest thing ever, and she was having the best sex of her life. So, I mean, maybe it's something you should tap into since while you're single. Maybe it's something you should tap into, look at all your friends and see if the feeling is mutual, and try to pursue a
How would I do
relationship.
that?
Because I mean, times have changed. You can't wait for the male to initiate things. So you can also you have a few hot friends that you've told me about, even though you've never said you like them. But I'm sure there should be like a feeling yana there that makes you
Feeling
question your
young.
entire existence.
And
So maybe it's something
you
we
have
can look
something.
into. Yeah.
I don't think I'd ever be able to go from friendship to romantic relationship. I think personally that for something that for me, I don't think I'd ever be able to do that because I think the intimacy there is very different. Like, when you're best friends with somebody, sometimes you may
Yeah.
lay in the same bed together, sometimes you may not, or whatever it is. You sit closely, you talk, and you're emotionally vulnerabling yourself, vulnerabling English to this person. Now, all of a sudden, it is now not an emotional intimacy, it is now a physical intimacy. And I don't
Yeah.
want to see my best friend naked. I don't think I will.
How are you even going to embark on that entire journey? Like, I think it'll just be an awkward situation because, and also, I don't, I think one of us has to do it, and then we can come back and have a follow
One
up.
for the team.
No, no,
You,
no,
I
babe.
nominate
Uh,
you.
no, my boyfriend will be watching this podcast, ne? So I'm not gonna do it, babe. I'm not.
Well, that's such a good segment to move on to December dating. So,
Hashtag. Oh, jolo. You know that song? Cholo softly masantang.
Yes, you
No,
sent it to me. I think I'm not sure if you sent it to me. Yes. So
December dating is the pits. Don't do it, guys. I don't advocate for it. It's short term. It's like taking drugs. You'll be happy for a very short term, and then someone is gonna catch feelings, and then and then you'll be left with that high, but no one to actually give you your fix. So you're gonna walk around like a yaupe, and you'll be so depressed in life, and then that person will have moved on to the next victim of the drug, and then you'll be left with her. So I'm sorry. Don't do that to yourself, my friend.
did
People,
you
viewers,
think of remember
I watch you now.
your birthday party, you guys sang that Meow Pay song.
Yes,
Videos I have.
it's running through my veins. No,
I think you said like you're saying like paid drugs. December dating I think is very intoxicating. I would like
it's
to think so. It really is. Have I experienced such? I think so. I'm not too sure if it classifies as that, but let's say it is. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. After this we can discuss that. So December dating. And I'm not sure if December dating goes hand in hand with casual sex. Do you think it does?
it does because we don't have the time to get to know each other. So the best way we can get to know each other is through the sheet. So it's basically fine kind of vibe, you know.
Right.
Well, so it's generally gonna be a thing of, well, am I allowed to swear on your channel? I really don't wanna.
Yeah, the other lady, the lady in sex addiction said shit. So that was really fun.
Oh, oh, okay. So yeah, because my vocab consists predominantly of vulgar languages. But generally, you guys are gonna fuck, and then it's casual. There's no emotions because you haven't taken the time to actually get to know this person. You're high on December vibe and December dating and all the alcohol and all the excitement. You're not thinking straight. You're not thinking straight. You're basically acting like a 16-year-old in love for the first time, and it's toxic because you are old. Please
Okay.
stop.
So on the December dating and casual sex, obviously, as much as I try and preach with my channel and whatnot, being responsible, informed, and aware before you have sex, in December that is gonna go whoops. So to me, my thing is if you're going to embark on casual sex, which I can't tell you not to, if you aren't going to, please don't. If you think I am cool enough for you to listen to, please don't have casual sex. But if you obviously are grown and you think, who the hell is she to tell me not to have sex? Be safe. Be as safe as possible. And I don't mean put on 3 condoms at once. I mean be safe as in mentally, environmentally, like where you're going with this particular person. Be safe in terms of like hygiene, very important. And then also, there are literally home HIV test kits that you can buy at a pharmacy. Do that. Like, there are so many
Okay.
precautions and things that one can do with casual sex that I really think that protection should be the first thing on your mind before you even think of whatever
You
body.
know what? Let's be practical, Keisha. You're at a party, you find you're drinking, you're drunk, you're excited, your vagina is singing, oh, praise to this guy, you want to give it to this man. I think if you're planning to go into December dating, contraceptive if you're a female, you know already that you want to embark on this reckless behavior to a certain extent, be responsible about it. You don't want to be giving birth in September. So contraceptive and condoms, condomize, like no one's business. So I understand the whole HIV testing and stuff like that, but when you're in the heat of the moment, given the situation of December, there's no time to wait for 5 minutes for the HIV test to tell you if someone is negative or positive. So the best thing you can do is to protect yourself. We're already into December. You can go to a clinic, you can go to the doctor, get some contraceptives, pump, not necessarily pump yourself with contraceptive, but be consistent with your contraceptive. But be consistent with your contraceptive, especially as a female. And then when it comes to the male and female, there's femidons. I mean, I remember when I was a peer educator, we used to tell people that if, for example, you know that you are going to be having sex, let's say 8 hours later, you can put the femidon up your vagina. And the great thing about the femidon is once it's in your vagina for an extended period of time, what happens is it starts to form into your vagina. So eventually when you do have sex, that person will not even feel that, will not even feel the uncomfortableness of the femidon when you have put it in, moments before having sex. So in as much as you might have to hold, the outer ring, but in terms of penetration and everything, it will feel as if he's getting it raw because the rubber and the elastic and, the I don't, what do you call it? How do you call it? It's like doctorally, the condom itself has formed the latex. Yes, that's the word. The latex has formed into your vagina, so it's easier for the guy to penetrate. So what I'm trying to say is there are many avenues, especially for females, because we're so quick to tell females condoms, condoms, condoms. But there are many things you can embark on and think about doing before you even go out. So if you know that it's the 16th, for example, and you're gonna drink, you're gonna have sex, you've already taken your contraceptive, you've already inserted the femidon, you're also carrying a condom. Let's say if the femidon becomes uncomfortable for you, you can take it out, you can wear the condom. It doesn't go inside, but the way it's formed, it's flexible. So it'll be as if you can adjust it so that it adjusts your panty liner, and you make sure that you put it in a way that it's not a ring, it's actually an oval done like out there. So it forms into your vaginal space, outer space. Yeah, well, so it's a thing you can look into, and I think you should try it. I think you should try it, Kisha. We can't be preaching about. No, I'm just saying, like you're saying that the femidon is uncomfortable. I'm saying I don't think it's uncomfortable because you can play around with that outer ring to make it form to.
Yeah, that's why it's so bendy and bendable and flexible. Like yeah, I know. I mean, I've played around with condoms. With female, male, all condoms I can think of.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. But let's not sell the idea that it's uncomfortable, because if you're able to use it properly, you can.
If you like, how they say a lot of the times condoms break is because of user error, and that is very
true.
So,
which is true.
Where's my bum? Anyway, so
yeah, so we were talking about casual sex.
Yes, casual sex. So now, let's say, obviously, we are speaking from a female perspective. We don't have penis. Yeah. So we can't really say, hey, guys, have condoms on you all the time. But that's another option. Condoms are also contraceptives. So it's just, obviously, none of these things are 1,000%, what's the word? Yeah, there we go. Safe. They're all safe, but they are 98 point something % safer than trying to fall pregnant or get an STI or STD.
Why in the first place are you having sex with someone who doesn't have a condom? A male who doesn't have a condom. What does that tell you about that person?
Dude, like you said, you're at the party, the lubrications are going, you are feeling very happy. The other person is feeling your vibe, and all of a sudden you find yourself in a bathroom, and then wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Red flag. If they're not carrying a condom as old as they are, run. They're a walking red flag. You must just paint them with red paint. They are just a walking red flag. In this day and age, who doesn't have condoms? No, for my family that's watching, I'm talking about other people, not me. Ne? Who doesn't have condoms?
Okay, wait, how about, this is an interesting question, and deal with this next year, Barbara asked it anyway. Whose responsibility is condoms? Is it a shared responsibility, or is it the male's responsibility to get
shared responsibility?
Definitely. I also agree, definitely shared. There's no female going to buy condoms because you're protecting yourself. You aren't being reckless. So yeah, that's the shared responsibility. Get your part.
And we need to kill that stigma. We really need to kill that stigma where females think that the guy always has to have the condom.
No, go and get your condoms. Be safe. So one of the questions I saw, but not from Take It Off, it was on like a Facebook or YouTube or whatever page it was. How long, like, a lot of people break up in November because December is coming.
I just started a relationship in November, guys. Please pray for me.
We will pray for you. So what about, like, do you think, I mean, obviously it's a thing people do, but is it advisable to go from a breakup to all of a sudden being recklessly, like, I don't want to be rude, that song is in my head. There's some girl in this house.
Like How Is Life vibes.
Yes. So what do you think about the concept of How Is Life in December?
in December it's very toxic, but everyone is entitled to their own whole is life phase and period. It's essential. It's like part of growing
It's
up.
an
Honestly, you need to
educational,
know that.
informative phase.
Yes, it's very important. It shapes your sexual reality and shapes gives you your perspective on sex and builds your character as a person. But in December, it's for me personally, I wouldn't and I couldn't.
It's very hard to navigate December being single, nevertheless being sexually active, and then still coming off the high of being breakup, saying, "Oh, now is my time to go and always
Yeah, no.
whatever else."
Your triple threats, like
Yeah,
triple
it's
threats.
just a lot. And also remember, you have to take care of yourself emotionally, physically, mentally, all of those collies. You need to
And you
take.
have to understand, sorry.
No, I'm just saying, you must take care of yourself, and then still all of
And you're right. So I wanted to actually interrupt you on the spiritual, physical, and all the kalis, because it becomes a problem. You are hurt. You're carrying this hurt spirit. You're having sex with someone. This person has now taken off of your energy. They're now roaming around with toxicity. But at the end of the day, instead of you being imparted, you're basically building onto the negative aura because you're not coming from a place of I want to do this and I'm happy about doing this. You're coming off an a place of I just want to feel something. Like to understand like the spiritual implications to that. You're taking time bomb and you're guaranteed to catch feelings and now you're gonna go into a constant spiral of falling for these guys or these guys falling for you and all these things and then it's you're gonna crash.
yeah, it's
You are gonna crash.
anybody. It's not good for anybody. And
It's not.
out an alternative to having December casual sex. I mean, obviously there is no alternative. It's something some people just have to experience.
Mm-hmm.
Something that you will just experience because you know who you are and what you want to try and test your feet and put your fingers in your feet in the water and whatever all of those
Yeah.
things. But if you don't want to, if you feel in your heart you're not ready for all of this weird nonsense, by all means, get to know yourself. Get to know yourself
Mm.
physically, mentally, spiritually, do all of those things. Light candles, meditate. If you must,
DIY.
there we go. If you must honestly masturbate, and also in that way,
DIY.
you get to know you and yourself and what you like, your
Yes.
preferences, instead of now having to lay there or whatever you're doing, whether you're the person laying, whether you're the person not laying, and thinking, oh my word, when is this going to be finished? You your erogenous zones, you know what makes you very happy, what doesn't make you happy, what makes you comfortable, what makes you say, yes, give it to me, jump here. And something is like, I want to go home now. So
Mm.
I think taking the time in December or just any time to get to know yourself is an
Yeah.
alternative to going out and I mean, what is this? Not how is life? How is life? Is life?
Toxic dog.
It's a phase. It's a
I
phase.
think, okay, personally, ne, I think I had a whole life, but it was after I had healed, because when you embark on something and you are still hurt, that's like digging a deeper wound into the hurt and everything. So when I said it's essential, it is you need to have that phase where you said, you know what, I've done this and I've seen the consequences of it because you don't want to be a grown ass woman that still wants to know how it feels to have a whole his life phase. But for me, I would honestly advocate for healing first before you embark on that because you don't want to go around carrying dead weight and then you're just adding on bodies to your dead weight. It's draining.
Yeah, I was thinking of like when I was thinking about the hashtags that could be used for this episode, and it was protect, protection, and consideration, and those
Yes.
should be for yourself firstly, and then for the environment and the person you are with. Because obviously, those things, sex isn't just the physicality of it. There's so much
Mm.
to sex that is just physical and an orgasm or whatever it is, or climax, whatever
Yeah.
there's so much more to that. In December, to be having those things with multiple partners, it's going to be crazy. Can you imagine? Like you?
January, you'll be standing in the by the pulpit asking to be asking to be saved because now you don't know, you've lost yourself in all this toxicity and you just don't know who you are.
Great.
Because if you're embarking on such disruptive behavior, you're gonna this what do you call it? This what? This
It's a
something.
destructive
Not disrupt.
behavior.
Yes,
Yes,
disruptive
yes.
behavior.
That is true. Eh? It really does have implications on the long term that we don't think in the moment that it's going to have. It's just, oh, it's a quick orgasm. No, Holmes, in January or in February, when you have an STI or an STD, or you have something wrong inside, or your pelvic floor doesn't feel so great, or your penis stuff is just not happening, it's not going to feel great at all. So take care of yourself. Like literally protection, and then consideration. You need to be
So
mindful.
what are the hashtag? Protect,
Protection and consideration. Like being mindful of what.
protection, consideration. Okay.
Yes, yes. Yeah, be mindful of what you're about to do, whether it is sex with yourself, masturbation, or it is sex with multiple people over the December period. So remember in December,
And ask yourself why.
yeah, why am I doing this? What is the
Why?
goal? There we go. That's very true.
Why?
Why?
Like,
My need.
why has like why? Ask yourself, like, just why. And then once you've received the why, it's who and when, then do
Yeah,
you.
that's very true. I like that a lot. So
Mm.
December, dating in December, we have this thing in our country where I'm going to my cousin for the weekend. I'll see you next week. Or I'm going to my
I'll
cousin
see you
for
at
two
the
weeks. I'm going to see you in January. Or I'm going to my cousin for a New Year's Eve party. So I'll see you when I come back. My cousin stays over here, guys. That is, I mean, I mean, I'm not advising it, but it's okay. I mean, people do it all the time. But at least I think, I mean, safety is very important in protection and consideration. You need to protect yourself from stupid people. So by doing,
Yeah.
to me, at least think, well, for me, when I go places, I tell Level where I'm going. I literally would send the location to where I am, with who I am, and a picture of that person just in case, and also send Uber receipts, like you're like when you're going from one place to another. Share your trip with your friends so they can see where you're going. You arrive there safely. That to me is so crucial
And
to,
send daily updates to your friend. Like,
yeah, like,
remember when I would do those stunts, I would tell you 2 hours, okay, now we are doing this. Now we are, okay, I'm going to sleep now. I'll talk to you in the morning.
here we
So
go.
it's not a thing of you've arrived and then it's quiet because I'm just going to be like, where's Keisha? I'm going to call you. Like, three
Yeah,
hours in, I'm not hearing anything. I'm going to call you to see if you're safe
that's
because you are in a stranger's territory.
yeah, you're not at home. You need to tell. I feel like you should at least tell two or hopefully more close friends where you're going and what you're doing. And with
And besides telling, and I think what's important is get to know that person. Don't just go in blindly because there's a lot of psychopaths out there and there's a
yeah,
lot
and
of,
our country isn't going through a very great time, and our climate in terms of that is just not great at all.
you understand.
Just
So you don't want a
mm,
situation where you just walk into a serial killer's place and you hand yourself in
I we can't be having extra child missing posters in December. It is already
because of your recklessness.
it is already a lot, and it's sad to see these people are gone missing. They haven't returned home. Like they got families and parents and brothers and sisters and other people who are distraught when these things happen. So try and prevent like small things like that by doing things to protect yourself and to be considerate of what you're doing in December. Because in fact, December is such a rough, fun, terrifying, messed up, amazing time that you
But
need
it's short
things
term.
to protect yourself and others around you from things like this. It is
And also, I feel like people need to stop putting so much excitement on December. We have 11 other months,
months.
and December is just the not necessarily cream of the crop, but it's just December, guys. If you've been living your life throughout the whole year, yes, you'll be excited to not be doing anything and to have so much freedom and to socialize with people and all the excitement. But it shouldn't be overboard. You should do it on moderation, to be honest, because
Yeah, in
you'll
moderation.
get January, you'll get April during the Easter period. So I don't understand all this frenzy around December as if we only have 1 month to play around.
Like YOLO for December only.
No, no, no,
You
no,
know,
no, no, no.
January on its own has 6 months. We need money in February. We need grocery money. Don't want to
Yeah,
buy regular stuff.
yeah. Guys, if you need legal advice, please come to me in January because I'll need that cash.
Hey, those DUIs and what
Yeah, I'll need that cash, dog. But yeah, be that as it may, what you were saying is if you have someone, your best friend, someone you trust, give them the information, that
Yeah.
person's number, everything. When you get there, send them the address, send them the unit number, the address of that place. Don't just send a pin drop.
Mhm.
1-6 Matthewson is the place. It's there. We know that if you're lost, and I know if Kisha gets lost, and especially when you're in Cape Town, your mother would come to me and be like, "Where's my child?" And I
Hey,
would have to account. Moira would say to me, "Where is my child?" And I would be like, "Kisha's at 16, plated black, what, and she's worth." And in as much as you think your friends will snitch, there is that one who will always be there for you.
Drew, I feel like there's also safety in numbers. Let 2 or 3 people know where you are in terms of that. Like you need people to know. You need people to. Yeah, I already said that. So I feel like that's very important. We need to stress that this is vital. Let people know
Mm.
where you are going. Send addresses,
It's so annoying.
who you are
Mm.
with, homes, girlfriend, boyfriend. Send those pictures because we need to identify who you were with, where you were, and maybe if there were other people, send pictures. Sneak a selfie in and get their face in. Be
And
sly,
it's so simple.
but you must.
The simplest thing you can do.
There we go. Just to protect yourself, be considerate of you and like your family and the amount of trauma it is to have to file a missing persons case. You and then to share that thing on Facebook and say, my child, my daughter, my brother is missing and they're not home. And then, oh, to get that phone call of we found a body, we haven't identified it yet. Please save us from that. We can't. 2020 has been rough on its own. Once
We can't honestly
it's just, no, no, thank you. Tell your friends we are going. I believe.
reach. They must
Read one.
know we are tired. We
You?
are tired of adults that are acting like babies.
It's not.
No, they don't even have funeral plans, these people. It's
I
sad.
wish we had like a plug for funeral plan. What is this advert who was sponsoring the
Yeah.
podcast? That would have been such a cool transition to. They don't even have funeral plans. Why?
Contact Apple. Contact Apple. Pay 250 per month and you'll be sorted. You spend 250 on data. Imagine your funeral, people are going to be hungry.
204 hours after. Yay, guy.
No, people need to. You know what? It's a real thing, and it may seem harsh when we say it, but people need to start taking responsibility for their actions. We are all adults, consenting adults. If you're gonna have unprotected sex, you're gonna get an STI, HIV, or a baby. These are guaranteed. You cannot go back home and try to shower and pull a zoomer on us and say that you're not gonna get infected because you took a shower thereafter. It's not gonna happen. It's not. Moral of the story is take responsibility for your actions. Don't assume that because now you've gone to Temba, Kisha will know or Lebkhang will know. Send that message. Tell those people that I've gone here, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. It's tiring when you're on someone's timeline and you see that someone is missing. And then before I share, I actually go on that whoever has posted the initial post to see if they found that person. And 80% of the time, especially when it's like people our age, they'll be like, no, sorry, we found her. They don't give us an explanation. No. So now we have to assume that, oh, you are somewhere takateking there, somewhere doing something. So I think it's really tiring if we have to deal with adults that want to still act like babies and want to make life hard for themselves and people around them because you're not making anything easier. A temporary orgasm doesn't last even like 5 minutes. So can you please start acting
He
accordingly
probably
in real
doesn't
time?
know you the way you know you anyway. So you might not even orgasm, my friend. Just leave it
Dog, you go there, you don't even come. You don't imagine you came but you don't come. What is that? Stop yourself. Don't annoy. Please don't annoy us.
No, that's fine. And
Don't
also,
be traveling for sex. Stop it.
I also, in the same sentiment, I want to say that you, I mean, you doing all of this, you're taking precautionary measures. We know that there are stupid people in the world. We all know that there are dumb as people in the world who are reckless and dangerous and stupid and just. Mm-mm. But if you
Mm,
take more precautions to protect yourself and who you're with and whatever else, then that we can't help other people being dumb. I mean, we can't help people who are stupid. They make decisions every day that are just biaficent. But if you can do those small things to protect yourself, like I know that there's been on floating around lots of things about Uber when you get into an Uber or a Bolt or a Taxify or InDrive or whatever those riding services are, check if the
yeah.
is on child lock. I think it's if it's up, it's on child lock. If it's down,
Yes.
it's off child lock. So check
Okay.
that. Check if the windows go open. Check
Mm,
your driver's number plate thingy, screenshot, what, send to
yeah.
whoever, whatever. Like small things like that can really just make your December enjoyable, I guess, your festive season. But it's
Yeah.
measures for yourself that we were trying to emphasize here. And also in this,
Yeah.
obviously, it's like a right time, and then all of a sudden this girl isn't responding to your text messages anymore. Like Lego, she just ghosts you. So I tried to research about like ghosting, and I think I came up with a few things, and it seems like some people ghost because they genuinely don't like conflict. They don't know how to tell you I can't do this anymore. It was fun while it lasted, but no, thank you. Or they can't tell you no.
It just Nina.
And then some people are just they're afraid of intimacy, or they have insecurities or things like that, and yeah, it's just some people just ghost because they can and because they don't have data or because
Some
so
people ghost because it's the most convenient thing to do.
also true,
And
it's cheaper than having to tell somebody, hey, no thank you.
you know, yeah, I ghost for my own personal reasons. I don't like conflict. And you find that sometimes it's best to ghost and to tell someone the truth. Sometimes it can be very hurtful to tell someone that you don't like them when they're so invested, you know. So instead of making someone suicidal, rather bit by bit remove yourself and then just ghost.
It's happened
Yeah.
once. That was very, oh, even me. I think that's why I don't ghost people. I think I do. I think I have. I definitely do. I just don't
I try not to
block people.
anymore.
I don't respond to your messages. I don't, you're just there in my contact list.
Yes, that's
It's just
ghosting,
no.
Keisha. Keisha, that's ghosting. If
Hey,
I
oh,
send you a message and you don't respond, you ghosted.
hi, my name is Keisha Lee and I ghost.
Thank you for joining Ghost Associations Incorporated. How can I direct your call? No, but you know what the problem is then? Society has made us these soft individuals. So we are less prone to dealing with conflict and we run away from conflict. While still our parents could sit down with their friends or someone they don't like and say, listen, I don't like you and it is what it is. Let's move on. There's nothing. We just think for the sake of convenience, let me
And
ghost you,
peace.
because
Yes, and
yeah,
peace. And
mm,
for like
no,
peace, for no argument's sake. They're just,
yeah, you know.
that is true. But I tried to find alternatives to ghosting. And I had an Instagram post. It was amazing. And then, I don't know what I did and it refreshed and I couldn't find it.
Ah,
I'm like,
Mara, alternative to ghosting. You stop. Okay, when they send you a message, hi, I am busy. I'll contact you later. You don't contact them
that's
for
delaying
months.
the inevitable ghosting.
No, but I'm gonna prepare you beforehand to ghost you. So I'll be like, sorry, I'm busy. So let me tell you, this is my modus operandi.
Oh,
I
oh,
will, I will,
for
I
the
will
court. Say that again for the court. Yes, please.
my modus operandi. I operate like that. So how I generally operate, I don't just ghost you, ne? I tell you, listen, I'm not interested. Can we move on? Can we not, do this? But you know how guys are so persistent and they think they can change your mind.
If they don't stop. It's
Yeah. So if you get to that, and then if you're sending me morning messages, I'll be like, morning, listen, I'm still not interested. Strike one.
sending
Morning,
messages.
I'm still not interested. Part two, you call me, I don't answer. and then I still tell you I'm not interested, I'm gonna ghost you. I give you three strikes. If you don't want to take the hints, it's between you and God. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
You
I'm
and
done.
God.
You don't want to listen. You don't want to listen.
Wait, can I tell you something really funny? I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
So my mom, so we were on holiday, né? We had this holiday house.
Yeah.
And my mom, who was downstairs, is very quiet downstairs. So I'm assuming they're listening to what we're saying. She literally
Mm.
messages me, "Do you in drive?
Yeah.
Do you do in drive?
Do you what?
Do you in drive? Like, have I used in drive?
What's in drive?
It's like another boat. Another,
Oh, so they're listening to us.
they're listening to us.
Say hi to Moira. I love her and I miss her so much. No, but Keisha, okay, I was once ghosted, I
How did
think.
that make you feel? Because I was ghosted like last week. And I was like,
We're gonna pop that nigga. Where does he stay? We'll go fuck him up.
I was ghosted because I think that's why I was ghosted. I was blocked, in fact. I wasn't ghosted. I was blocked. Dude, even me, I was like, what did I do? All I did was, and all of a sudden I was blocked.
Now you're here, now you're gone. Okay. I don't remember when I was ghosted, hey?
But you woke
I
up.
can't remember.
Welcome to the
But I
club.
think what? I think thank you, thank you. And let's thank my family. Yeah. But I think I was ghosted. I didn't feel it's not a great feeling.
It's
It's really
not.
not because
It's not
it
nice.
makes you question your entire existence.
That is very true. It made me think like,
What's wrong with me?
what am I, like, am I, oh my word, that is so true. It made me question, like, was I not nice to you? I mean, I think I was.
Like,
I'm polite? Wasn't I polite to you? Like, who,
was my English not suitable for you?
yeah, like, did I not text properly? Was my profile picture weird? Like, what? Like, it made me, it did make me question even having done, why did you study? What you studied? Like, what you got good?
Why are you too smart? No, any form of rejection is bad because it makes you question your entire existence. Sorry, now I have hiccups. It makes you question.
Must be your hungry liver.
it makes you question your entire existence. I'm done. So yeah, it makes you question. Yeah. So yeah, you see, this is divine intervention. They don't want
Yes,
me to
we
talk
must go
about.
eat. Jesus is saying, finish this thing so we can go eat.
Okay, ghosting is bad when you're on the receiving side, but it's necessary when you're the one ghosting. That's what I can say.
It is sometimes a necessary evil that you must just do and you must just go through.
Tough love is always important.
Yeah, I can get behind that. So, Level,
Mm.
to finish off and round off this December dating, friendships and weirdness, what do we say? Besides protect, protection, and consideration. This weird December.
Respect your friends.
Respect
If
yourself.
it's respect yourself. Ghost if it's necessary. If you're ghosted, you're a bomb person. Don't let anyone make you doubt that. And be safe. Be safe. December will come, December will go. It'll always be there. You can go and never come back. So just be safe and just don't get too excited. Sorry, the hiccups, eh?
You're hungry. Yes, that's true. I like that a lot. December will come and go. It's December every year, Holmes. They like,
Yeah. How would you close it off?
I would just say, like, stay in your house, man. It's COVID. It's Rona. You saw Uncle Cyril said the other day that those people are acting out. Don't. Just stay at home. And if you might
Mm,
buy condoms, like a lot of it. But please stay.
mm.
Like, you know what you can buy instead of condoms? I wish I could plug this. One day when I'm big, I'm going to plug this. Now they're going to be sponsors. Thank you, Jesus. They're going to be sponsors.
You
Desire.
receive.
I thank you. There's desire. It is a sex toy thing. Get to know yourself. We're gonna have a sex toy episode next year. It's on the calendar. Very
Yay!
excited. So So yeah,
So exciting.
get to know yourself mentally, physically, spiritually. Do all those things for yourself. Enter 2020 having an almost better you. 2021, sorry, Jesus. 2020 has
Ish.
been so horrible. Like, we
Mm.
deserve 20
That's
for ourselves. Don't go out there. Don't go to Rands. Don't go to Bryanston. There's a nice club apparently in Bryanston. Don't go there. Stay at home. Read a book. Use those things to make yourself happy. Have tea, drink coffee, like, go on
right.
vacations on your own and then just reflect. 2020 has been so horrible and
Um,
long and hard. We've lost so many things, so many people. It's been an outrageously fucked up year. We deserve,
yeah, and we don't want to lose you because
yeah,
of excitement.
we deserve December to be peaceful. And
Yes.
to achieve that, stay at home. Stay at home.
Just stay at home.
Don't go anywhere. Your mom will love you for staying at home.
So I have a question for you.
Yes.
What are your closing remarks for everyone that has watched Take It Off since inception?
Oh my word. Thank you, firstly. Thank you very much. Like, oh my word, the views on YouTube are every week I check and they're climbing, they get bigger. And like, thank you very much. I didn't think 2020 would end me having a YouTube channel at all. I didn't even think I would be this passionate about sex education. I don't know how I am, but I am now and I'm going with it. I'm going for it. And yeah, just be safe, be informed, be responsible, be aware. Take It Off is here to help you with that. Next year is going to be amazing. Season 2 is going to be lit. I cannot wait to share with you guys what's happening. Yes, yes. What's that?
With that on the beat. I'm so proud of you, sister. I'm really proud of you and what you've achieved. You just need to go onwards and upwards, moving on and moving forward. It's only the beginning. We can't wait for season 2. Please feature me again.
Yes. Bye, Donkey. Bye bye, Liffy. Thank you very much. Go eat.
Yeah, so my final remarks, consent and condoms. That's all.
Like that a lot. Consent
Yes.
and condoms. Consent
Yes.
and consent and
Just all consent. Condoms. Consent and condoms. We must walk around the clubs and tell people that. But thank you for having me on your show. And I can't wait to be featured again.
next year.
Yeah.
Right, Donkey.
Peace
Goodbye.
and love, my darling.